outbreak of the new coronavirus.
Or COVID-19.
Of COVID-19.
Health is a very important thing right now. How come at the moment the world is not in good condition due to a virus? The virus in question is the coronavirus, or what we commonly call COVID-19. When someone is sick, like the flu, cold, and runny nose, generally they will use a mask when on the move outside the home. Masks are used to prevent transmission of disease. The mask itself is equipped with a rope or rubber that loose and protect the nose and mouth area. Well, in this video, I am Murni and my partner Mauluddin Azhari will be explain a very important product when our situation is like this, which is a mask, although the government forbid us to leave the house. But some people who have interests that require them to leave the house. Therefore, a mask is needed for them when he or she want to move out. Next, I will invite my partner to continue.
Well, thank you. First, I will introduce myself. My name is Mauluddin Azhari, and I am the partner of Murni. And I will continue her statement about masks. Well, thank you, partner. Lately, people are increasingly busy looking for masks to protect themselves from the coronavirus. However, the large selection of masks on the market can make you confused. To choose a mask, you need to understand the function of each mask. A mask is a cloth that covering our mouth and nose that is usually used by medical workers such as doctors and nurses. A mask are often referred to as topeng. So many types of masks. There are surgical masks, cloth masks, and N95 masks. All of these masks have advantage and disadvantage of each. First, I will explain about cloth masks. In accordance with recommendation from the Indonesian Ministry of Health, everyone is advised to wear a cloth mask when they have to travel outside the home, for example, when they have to work or buy monthly necessities. A cloth mask can make saliva not splattered when talking, thinking, hugging, and sneezing. So, if you use correctly, this mask can still reduce the spread of coronavirus in the community, especially from the people who are infected with the virus but have no symptoms. Secondly is surgical mask. Surgical mask is a type of disposable mask that is usually found and is often used by medical personnel when on duty. The effective surgical mask is the choice to prevent the spread of coronavirus because it has a coating that is able to dispel splashes of saliva. N95 masks are also effective in preventing transmission of the coronavirus. Masks that trend to be more expensive than surgical masks are not only able to dispel sprinkling of saliva, but also small particles in the air that may contain viruses. Compared to surgical mask, the N95 mask feels lighter on the face because it has been designed to fit the nose and mouth area of an adult. In children, the use of this mask is not recommended because the size of the mask can be too large, so it cannot provide enough protection. Although the protection is better, the N95 mask is not recommended for everyday use. This is due to the design that makes people who use it can be difficult to breathe, hot, and do not feel comfortable when they're using it for a longer period of time. This mask is preferred for use by medical personnel who are in direct contact with sufferers of COVID-19. For example, doctors and nurses who work in special isolation rooms of COVID-19 or in the emergency room. However, our focus here is surgical masks. Masks also function to protect our body from exposure to air pollution, the negative effects of sunlight, transmission and spread of disease through the respiratory tract and others, and etc. Next, we move to our partner again. Murni, please.
This time I will explain in sufficient detail a surgical mask itself. So surgical masks have 4 layers. We start from innermost, there in an inner layer, a filter layer, an active carbon layer, and the outer is the outer layer. So the first thing is inner layer. As you can see, to serve to protect our breathing with a comfortable texture when it's contact with us. And then the filter layer serve to hold particles and dust from outside with the random fiber. And then the active carbon layer to serve help absorb unpleasant odor. And the last is the outer that has regular fiber to function to filter air and particles to have a large size. This mask is really useful to prevent us from spreading droplets or saliva or snot that may contain germ and can protect us from splashing other people's bodily fluid when they cough or sneezing, so that we do not get infected with the disease.
Well friends, this time I will explain about how to wear a mask. How to wear it is quite easy. First, take your mask, of course. And then the second one is wear a mask with the green part on the outside, and then the white part is the side that attaches directly to the nose and mouth area. Then make sure the wire mask is at the top, is attaches to the nose. This part is attaches to the nose. And then the third one, for the type of the mask that use rubber, you can just hook it to the back of your ear like this, and then meanwhile those who use a rope like me, like this one, after you place the wire at the top, you must tie up at the top and also back to the neck like this. Like you have to fit it with your neck. Then after that, pull your mask down until it covers the mouth and chin area. Pull it up, pull it down, After that, tie the bottom strap to the back of the neck like the previous step. Okay, the next step is after the mask is exposed, pinch or match the wire mask to follow the curve of your nose so that the mask is more tightly closed, like this. Pinch. You have to pinch it. And then the last step is, if the mask is correctly installed, avoid touching the mask. If you want to touch the mask, make sure your hands are clean by washing your hands before touching the mask. See, it's not difficult enough how to wear a mask, huh? Besides being easy, the price of the mask is also quite affordable at around 3,000 rupiahs per each and can be purchased at the nearest store or pharmacy. So, what are you waiting for? Let's buy a mask to protect our body, to maintain our body when we're doing our activities outside the home. I am Mauluddin Azhari and my partner Murni. That's all from us for this video. Thank you so much. Thank you for your attention. See you later. And wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.